What's going on, y'all? I just got another message I just want to pass on. I made a video today already, but the Holy Spirit been having me on a mission. Just just keep putting things out. Uh, you know, I'm growing spiritually and I can feel it. So any type of growth I have, I feel like I gotta push it back out. To other people. Just in case they're going through the same thing. Uh, But today it's like, it's been something that's been on my mind a few days. He's downloaded it on me a few days ago, but we we tend to rush a lot through life. We want to do everything fast. I'm guilty of the same thing. You know, I drive fast. I go to the grocery store fast. I want to get off work fast. I know a lot of people. This can apply to a lot of people. We want to hurry up and get here fast. We want to go to work and come home fast. We want to, you know, hurry up and get out of school fast, graduate fast, travel here fast. You know, just everything has to be done fast. What is it? Instant gratification. We're just in a season, just in a world where everything has to be instantaneous. Everything has to be fast. We need everything done fast. We want spiritual growth fast. We want Jesus to return fast. We want, to know and study the whole Bible fast. We want to eat fast. Like, we don't take our time with anything, with nothing at all. Everything has to be instantaneous, our time or no time. And the Holy Spirit revealed to me that when Jesus went to the cross, when he took it up and he walked to Calvary, he walked, right? He did not sprint. He didn't pick it up and go on a marathon. He didn't pick it up and skip. He didn't jog. He walked to it. And what did he say to us? To take up our cross as well. And so we can only assume, or we know, that it means to walk. It's a walk with God. It's a walk with Christ. We are not sprinting anywhere. We are not going to be running our way to heaven. We're not driving. We're not skipping. We're not running. We are walking. Because what is the rush? I mean, seriously, if we have a assigned task here, if God has called us to do something, why are we trying to rush it? Why are we trying to hurry up and be done? You know, if God wanted us to rush, then he would have hurry up and he would have set the example. He would have been back by now. You know, the Israelites, when they were leaving Egypt, they would have got there quick. They spent 40 years walking. Everything takes time. It's a process for everything. You know, nothing is instantaneous. So, what else dawned on me? Holy Spirit, help me out. You know, uh, I'm having a brain fart. Holy Spirit, help me out. You know, we need to slow it down. You know, if we're running everywhere, we might run by a door that God has opened for us, but we were so focused on where we're running to that we didn't see that open door. There might be a blessing on the side of the road, but since we're so pinpoint, so tunnel visioned on rushing and trying to get to wherever it is we gotta go, we'll miss it. We miss a whole lot of things when you're running. You're not paying attention to the details of the things that are around you. You're only looking forward, right? So we can miss a lot of things by rushing through it. You know, you want your kids to hurry up and go to school and get out of the house or whatever. You're gonna miss them growing up. You're gonna miss those vital steps of when they're a toddler, when they're a kid, or when they're doing this or that. You won't even know them. You won't even know what happened because you were rushing, right? You're rushing at work. You're doing an important job. Maybe it's physical heavy or physically demanding, right? You rushing at work, you might make a mistake and get hurt. Now you don't have a job anymore, right? So taking our time in everything, but taking our time is very important, right? And it just shows that, in this age of rushing everything, we don't have patience. And what impatience is a fruit of the Holy Spirit, right? So we need to pray for more patience. We need to pray that the Holy Spirit work on us during those things, for those things. I mean, you know. So if you pray for patience, right, don't be surprised when God puts you to the test, right? When He puts you to a trial, right? So when everything is being chaotic, everything seems to, is testing your patience, quite literally testing your patience, right? You know, a flower cannot grow if it is not in the environment, like soil and water and all that stuff. It's not, if it's not in the environment to grow, it's not going to grow. So if you are not in an environment where it's going to test your patience for you to grow, then you're not going to grow. If you're sitting in line at the bank or whatever the case may be, and it's a long line, and you're getting impatient, what I mean, that's an example, right? That's a test, right? There's many other ways that God can test our patience, to spark some growth. Bringing it back though, right? We do everything fast. We just need to take it one day at a time. We need to, be very detail oriented. We need to be very aware and careful and proactive. We're just scanning everything around us. Without, it's kind of like reading, right? If you just skim over a book, you're gonna miss all the important details. You're trying to hurry up and find the one part that you want to find, right? But you're not reading all the context. You're not paying attention to all the letters, all the dots and crosses, the things that might help you, alongside that original thing you're trying to find. And I'm not good at that's a good analogy. I'm not sure if that was a good analogy. I mean, I'm still learning on how to articulate certain things, but nonetheless, slow it down. Slow it down. It's going to be all right. If you are meant to have it, you will have it. If not, what's the rush? Okay? So, if someone or maybe you need to hear this, share it, drop a like, pray for patience. Be blessed.